everybody obviously cares about like music, like Chief and Antonio, aka DJ Vision. They always nerd out.
Shout out DJ Vision.
Shout out DJ Vision.
Special shout out to DJ Vision.
He held it down.
My man worked a double.
Dude.
Man.
Holy shit. Incredible.
Man.
Last second too.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Great set.
Yeah.
I don't think people appropriately have started appreciating it till it's like got towards the end, and I was like, he's been cooking the whole time.
Yeah.
But everybody started dancing. I was like, finally.
Man cares
Yeah.
about
Give this man your fucking energy right now.
cares about his craft.
He was
Cares about his
cooking,
craft.
dude. He
He's
was
in
fucking
it.
doing good.
And he knows his records.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
we've crate digged here many times.
Yeah.
Or at least 3 or 4. And he's like, oh yeah, this is a Japanese import from 1978. They actually had to do it again. I was just like, okay.
No.
Okay. I was like, I get it.
Autism as energy.
I don't know about that.
I'm joking.
Hey.
I always say because you're the same
I
way.
know, I am the same way.
You're the same exact way. Like anytime we've ever gone to fucking what was it, Fantasyland?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You were just like, oh dude, this is Stu Gilberto record. I mean, 1968.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I know the records. I just don't know the history of the vinyl. Like,
No,
he's even further.
That's
all the
so
way.
sick.
Yeah.
Those are my people.
Yeah, same.
I'm not making fun of you. I promise. I love you a lot.
Shout out DJ Vision.
No, he's the
Yeah,
best.
he's special. Shout
He's also special shout outs crazy.
Why would you do that?
It was
sorry.
gone. Oh, everybody
sorry.
had forgotten.
I'm sorry.
We were past
No,
that.
we did not.
We were past that.
No, we were
Everybody
still there.
knew.
I'm cutting that so fast.
Nah, it's funny. I think people are
Leave
appreciating
it
it.
in.
They'll get a laugh.
Yeah. If someone gets tight, then
Harley gonna
someone
laugh?
gets tight. It's whatever.
I'm cutting.
No!
Y'all been listening to heavy lately?
Isley Brothers.
Isaac Roach?
Mhm.
I kind of expected that.
Yeah, I'm just on that wave right now. And then I hung out with Danny Montana's, and he was showing me a Earth, Wind and Fire joint from I forgot the name. It's like all the love or something like that. It's not. It's like a deep cut, but not a deep cut.
Right.
And I've never really heard it. And he's like, bro, check this out. And he showed me at the very end, it's a ballad. The song is a ballad.
Yeah.
And it goes into this like crazy like minor third movement synthesizer thing. It's just like them fucking around with like a Moog D or something like Poly D or something like that. And just I'm just like, this is what
Right.
year?
The fuck is going
Like,
on?
what's happening? Disorienting.
But yeah, I would say Isley Brothers and honestly just the usual Jamiroquai,
Yeah.
Aerosmith type shit. MF Doom a little bit lately,
Yeah.
especially Eat Food. Shout out to
Shout
Tad.
out.
We picked a
Yeah.
good spot for that.
Shout out to Tad.
I every time I come here, I come here.
Yeah.
Every time.
What have you been listening to?
A lot of you beat me too. I've been listening to a lot of Doom.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every time I guess I haven't done a deep enough dive, but I keep finding new music, like new verses from him, like cool stuff. So I've just been digging around, running into new music and little EPs.
Dude,
I hadn't heard of.
he might be like the undisputed king of side quests.
Yes, absolutely.
'Cause, like-
and like how there's a name for each one.
Dude.
It's amazing.
Because like his
It's
shit with like
amazing.
Starface, and then like he has like these random like little fucking
King Ghidorah.
JJ
dude.
Doom.
And then just a whole fucking
Yeah.
record with Westside. It's just like, when did you like not tap in?
Yeah.
And the answer is when he died,
Yeah, right, exactly.
which is so sad.
Yeah.
There's conspiracies about his death.
Like what?
They said that, well, this is dark. This is alleged. It's a conspiracy. Please
What's
do
the
not sue.
conspiracy?
So apparently, this is, alright, so my buddy Kellen, y'all know Kellen.
Shout out to Kellen.
Shout out to
Shout out
Kellen.
Kellen.
Big train. Big MF Doom fan.
Oh yeah.
He told me, he's like, bro, more than likely, he probably like took his own life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Because what are the odds of you just dying on Halloween? That's a very villain decision. Like Halloween,
Yeah.
you're a villain.
I don't know.
There's also irony.
I was also going to say, irony exists too.
Irony is
Irony
like
and
palpable
coincidence.
at all times.
Right.
But
I mean,
You know?
it's
Suspicious,
it has
somewhat
credence,
suspicious.
I suppose, just
Yeah.
because like, I mean, it tied in with the fact that like it happened and then it wasn't announced till the last day of the year.
Oh my goodness.
Like that was kind of like
Yeah.
the most doomed thing of all fucking time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Outta here.
And he had a tough life. Like
Yeah.
he lost a lot of people, like
Lost his
important
brother.
people.
Yeah.
Brother, I think son at one point.
Yeah,
Or one of his sons.
Yeah, I think his son did pass away.
Yeah. So he's had some really bad luck with that type of stuff, but I don't know. That's just a conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know, he's no longer with us, which is the sad part.
R.I.P. dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of music, y'all just did a show.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was great.
That
I
was
was
great.
there. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was weird because I feel like me and I told you this that night, right after that. Like I feel like I hadn't like
Yeah. like
appreciated it. Yeah,
yeah.
I guess at the time I said appreciate it, but like process the show. Like I was like, I know it was great.
Yeah.
That was fun. But now I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm in a different mode right now. Like I couldn't even allow myself to. I feel like it took me a couple days to like
Yeah.
really appreciate like what happened and
Yeah.
like how great of a show it was.
It's just, it's a trip, dude. Cause like, I remember like specifically, I think it was pandemic. Like, we would have like phone calls about like, yeah, man, I really want to do shows, but like I just don't know where. And like, you would like specifically say like doing a show at like that one venue in Valdosta would be cool, or
Yeah.
like going up and doing like Eddie's
Eddie's Attic. Yeah.
and like just like all these like really small like venues or whatever, and like you thinking like, it's like you could probably fill the room, and then like fast forward to now, y'all are like filling
Yeah.
that music room. Like
Yeah.
it's insane to watch because like
Yeah.
it's only been 4 years.
And I think, and you know, and what's funny is like we've only been playing live for a year and a half.
Dude, the live aspect of it is like such a like important part of it now, but
Yeah.
like that just didn't exist.
Yeah.
Literally a year ago.
No.
Like that's so cool. Like what have y'all learned so far in like the last year or so? Not to interview y'all, but like
No, that's fine. That's fine.
but like
ahead.
what have
Pussy.
y'all like? Fuck off. But pussy ass nigga, you ask a question, you stupid.
Hey man, you gonna get kicked out if you keep this up.
No, they like me here. They're a fan of the show. I
Fan
heard.
of the show.
What have y'all learned in the last year?
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's two sides to it. There's the side of like getting on stage and looking at faces and saying like, interesting. This person is smiling from ear to ear, and then this person is just staring like deadpan stare at the keyboardist.
No emotion.
This other person is like, doing the vibe dance. The girl, vibe. It's like you get that aspect right. You get that aspect of it where you're like, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can never get a read of like who's into it, who's not.
Right.
And then like you check people, you check what you were tagged in the night after or the night of.
Yeah.
And you see that people's captions are like very like supportive, and they're like, oh yeah, this was one of the better shows I've been to this year, and all this stuff, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side of it, which is the business side. And that's where we're like, how do we bring people in? How do we sell tickets? And that's, so many people, Saturday night, they were like, this is impressive. There's about 200 people here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys realize how difficult this is. It's just now starting out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so focused on just moving forward, moving along that I do forget that it is very difficult to sell tickets. And it's very difficult to have people show up and say, I love this so much, let me get a t-shirt.
Right.
Let me get a sticker. So
When's the next one?
when's the next one? So that's my answer, man.
What a crazy feeling
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a large part for me, which no one knows, and I feel like we just talked about this, is my new favorite part, performing live, or showmanship, something like that. I'm so used to just like me and my instrument. It's like nobody else, nothing else exists.
Yeah,
like my
yeah,
whole, like 20 years, Jesus Christ. But over a decade of just
Yeah.
being in my bubble. And then getting on stage, it's like, hey, we're here. Like, can you acknowledge us?
Yeah.
Can you look like you're having a good time? Wasn't even. What are the things that I was thinking?
Get out of your own
right,
world.
Right. Get out of your own world.
Holy
But
shit.
you know, being reminded and told that, and then over time, just overcome it. Which it's such a small thing, but
It's such a big thing with you to me, because I remember like you like verbally being like, I was really fucking nervous for the first show.
Dude,
that you
yeah.
did.
That was
Freaking
here.
out.
Yeah.
I was too nervous to
Oh
drink.
my god, it was here.
I was too nervous to drink.
Yeah.
I was like,
He was like, no.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. That fucked me up.
Granted, I mean that's so fair.
I think it works.
But like, oh my god, Ted, you're not like very like open anyways, but like now I feel like lately you've been so open with your showmanship because you're him. You're
Yeah.
fucking
Him for me.
him.
Thanks, guys.
Him
And
Duncan.
it's just like that's my favorite part of an Arco show because they keep getting tighter. Which,
Yeah.
by the
Yeah,
way,
they keep feeling tighter.
Oh my god, y'all's like set list was fucking primo.
Thank you.
So fucking good.
Thank you.
And I guess a large part of it being so seamless is like y'all's connectivity on stage, and it looking like y'all are having fun. And I remember those first shows, it looked like y'all were having fun, but it also looked like everybody was in their own world.
Exactly.
So it's connectivity amongst the band, and the band just being as good as it is. Like,
Yeah.
it translates super well.
Because I was nervous that
And I'm
first
very
show
proud of
too.
y'all, bro.
I was pretty. Thank you. I was pretty nervous that first show too.
Yeah.
Because that was the first time that I ever sang live.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like,
I was fucking here.
it was here.
It was
Isn't that
fucking
great?
here. Yeah. Just thought about that. Holy shit.
Look at how the world works.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I just
But-
wanted to come here for the murals.
Right. for the meme.
But shout out to Lil 5, dude. I fucking love it here.
Yeah.
I've been on so many dates in this place. They did not go well, but they went well.
I was here.
I think I've done one date. No. I might have done 2 dates, and one was really bad.
Yeah.
It was actually across the street.
But the best part about it is, like, each time it's like, no, I went to Lil 5, so I still had a good time.
Yeah. That's always cool.
Hit Criminal real quick.
Right.
Shout out to Criminal.
I think also, going back to the on stage thing, I also think a lot of it is that, like, all the guys that are in the band are our friends.
Sure.
Like, when we first, like, assembled the Avengers, so to speak,
Traitors.
yeah, the
Colleagues.
you know, they were just like, well, it was like well thought out. Like, it felt like being like a scout,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was just like, I know this guy's great, but he probably won't really gel well with this guy.
Right.
And like that's like the biggest part of like, you know, being a GM for football or any sport. It's like you're not only thinking about, you know, the on the field stuff, but you're also thinking about the dugout, the hangouts, the hotels, the airport, and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, well, I grew up with this guy as a kid. That was Dylan. You know, I've known him since I was like 5 years old, and I'm like, well, I know people would really appreciate his talent and how good he is.
Yeah.
And he's just a great guy. And, you know, I remember that first or second rehearsal that we had. It was probably the second, or no, probably the first. And Steve was just like, thank you. This makes sense.
Yeah.
What do y'all feel like you're most excited for with the record coming out pretty soon? Like, what are y'all most looking forward to?
Creating space to make new music.
Yep.
More new music? Yeah.
That's a big one.
Dude, I mean, it's pulling up on like exactly 5 years of
Yeah.
y'all making
Yeah.
most of that music. Is that insane, or like
Yeah.
just kind of?
It's kind of insane. Because I think we were, not anticipating, but I think we were gearing up for it to be a bigger thing. Like, I think we gave it too much. I think
Too much of a build up, maybe.
Yeah, too much of a build-up, too much. We put it on the pedestal, I think,
Yeah.
to the point where it was like, all right, next year when we have more time, we'll put it out.
Yeah.
And
But
then
I
you know.
think that's fair. It's your first like official.
Sure, yeah, and
Yeah, there's that.
it does. I guess hindsight being 2020, it makes sense for what happened.
Yeah,
for
sure.
what's happened over the last
Yeah.
year or so.
It's like a evolution thing. It's like I feel like it would have been so miscalculated to drop it every time that y'all did want to drop it. Like I remember October 2 years ago was
2 years ago.
was a timeline, and then summer of like last year was a timeline.
Yep.
Like it would have been ill-timed each time because
Each time.
y'all knew it took a little bit more tweaking.
Yeah.
And I That's why I'm excited about it.
That's the one thing
same.
that was consistent.
Every single time I've ever heard it in full, it's a different record.
That's what's weird about it. It's like every time I listen to it in different ways, different methods, different, different inebriation. It really gives the records more legs each time because it's like, okay. Because, like, what's funny is, like, we put out the first 2 singles, Long Way and Distance. And, like, we both knew Distance was the one out of the 2. Like, we already knew that.
Great record.
Thank you.
Yeah, the album felt like the baby, but within the album, Distance also felt like a baby.
It did.
2 offspring.
Right.
So, like, with that being said, it's like now we can not predict, but we can kind of tell what's probably going to be the one we send the release radar.
Right.
Yeah.
That's something we learned from the past projects.
Yeah.
And there's also the cool side of it where it's like, we're getting a chance to see people react to the music that we felt the closest to so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like the songs that we're putting out now from the album is probably the closest to our identity.
Yeah.
The beat tape was great. We're already working on the next one, next beat tape, and then we have other records here or there. But as far as like truly like us experimenting, taking the time, sitting down, saying like, oh, that was funny, let's leave that in, or oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
I feel like this album is like the foundation of like, hey, this is what we can do, where it's just the 2 of us, bring some people in, and then it's just in a room. We didn't go to a studio to do any of these takes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's either my mom's house, his house, someone else's house, where like Dustin's place or C's place, or my apartment. Like that's it. It didn't go to the studio. We didn't like track vocals at Madison or Astro or wherever. Yeah, all in house.
Yeah.
So it's like I think that's what makes it even cooler. And now I'm like kind of calling it bedroom acid jazz now. Because that's kind of, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Feels more personal. And
Bedroom
exactly. That's what it is.
Oh, that's so rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love bedroom, like.
Yeah.
That shit.
The Steve Lacy coin thing.
Shout out to Clara.
Yeah, Clara.
Yeah.
Freaking Hot Cheetos. Pretty girl. She's so good. I still got a crush on her.
Okay, well, leave that off.
I'm not afraid to say I don't know her. See. I appreciate it because you're also saying you're probably going to meet her.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm fucking saying.
I would tell her I had a crush on her.
Okay.
I got a crush.
All right, you can.
Hey, Claire.
Hi.
If you're watching this.
But no, I'm very excited. I'm just proud of y'all.
Thanks.
Come a long way, and it's not nowhere near where it's gonna cap out. So it's just really exciting to watch my friends do good things, and just keep doing them.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Nah, that's not an option.
Anytime soon.
I'm just being.
Yeah.
Don't ever quit.
Right. we had fucking Childish Major and Black.
Shout out to Childish Major and Black.
Yeah.
They're so good,
Dude.
How is that? Like, that's. This is my question.
Mm-hmm.
So, the name is evolving, Arkose, right?
Yeah.
And it's like starting to enter rooms that it hasn't been in before, and it's starting to like reach the like names that like can make like stuff happen. Like how is that? Is that scary? Is that normal? Is that like just like second nature? Is it something we understood? Because whenever it's funny, you'll tell me like, oh yeah, this person heard what we had to do, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Just, duh.
Yeah.
Like, but also kind of like in the like after the phone call, I'd be like, damn, this nigga just name dropped a crazy name.
Yeah.
Like someone who's been in the game for, years on years, and they're just like getting hip to like my friends that like I've been listening to all of Ecliptic for 4 years now. So it's like, holy shit, they're gonna get to hear that and be just as amazed as I was.
Yeah.
All those years ago. But like, what is the feeling when your name enters music industry rooms like so?
Well, it's the game plan. I feel like that's what makes it. I wouldn't say not as exciting, but that's what makes it feel more tamed of a reaction.
Yeah.
Because it is. I mean, that'll be like, I don't know, turning on the stove and being shocked that the stove turned
Turned
on.
out right. It's just what we're here for.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's a thing of, you know, whether you're in the room or, you know, get news through text or you realize, like I realized Noah ran into somebody or whatever.
Yeah.
It's gratitude. Like it's gratitude because that's exactly what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
So when it happens, I don't like to question things too much, especially like blessings. Like why? How?
Yeah.
I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And they just said hi. It's like, all right.
It's just
See you
like,
later.
of course, depending on who it is,
No,
I
I'm
have a little
joking.
freak out.
Yeah.
But it's just gratitude, man. Like it feels right. Like it feels like even there might be some, I guess, like sprinkle of like imposter syndrome, like us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, of course, us. Of course.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying.
No, I feel that, and I've had like the special pleasure of being like literally only like one step away from like the entire process, like down to the emergency going back to the studio at like 12 in the morning to finish up. They're just too young and all that stuff, and lugging a huge piano there, and just like doing what we set out to do, and that's just be creative and try and like pursue the thing that we always loved, and it's music, and in my case film. And I'm just like super proud of y'all, because like I know that like the journey can wither you, and the good parts of it can like make you like super happy, and the bad parts can make you like, dude, do I even want to like pursue what I'm pursuing right now? But y'all persevere through the bad stuff, even though the bad stuff hasn't been too bad, which thank God.
Yeah,
but
yours.
man, the good stuff is so deserved, and I'm just so excited to see Ecliptic see the world for the first time, and all of the stuff we do behind it, music video wise, is going to be just.
That's gonna be fun.
It's going to be so good.
It's almost like letting it.
Yeah.
So what?
We've hold
free.
Yeah.
News release, just a little dot. Everyone another dot. Go into the world finally.
Yeah.
It's time.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the names still get exciting. Like I heard of a lot of the people that we've met so far at some point, whether that's like I knew their music or, you know, the name was floating around.
Yeah.
So, you know, for us, what the biggest blessing is, people are listening.
Yeah.
In general.
Right.
Yeah, because like, bro, like it could be a situation where we're doing the game of like the music sucks and we're just putting out content and getting like, you know, it ain't happening.
Listens.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So like penny listens.
Accidental listen.
Oh my bad.
Still happens.
Right.
Especially in this streaming era.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. We have to talk about streaming. I have so many like angering feelings about where the music industry is. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all want to talk about it, but like something feels off. I don't know what it is. So I think the situation that really got me in a tiff was the Tyler the Creator talking about that white rapper Ian.
Oh yeah.
And like he's like cosplaying like as like Future and Gucci Mane, and it works, and it's got him to prominence. But like I was really observing the response to that.
Yeah.
And there was just like this really interesting response of either, oh, he's 100% right, we should stop listening to him, and then a bunch of people going like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And I found myself in the middle there, just because like I do kind of hear what Tyler's saying, like it's like a mockery of like this, like Atlanta, and like what it's created for hip hop. But like I also like think like, duh, white kid from like wherever the fuck he's from just picked up on it and wanted to make his own spin on it.
Exactly.
That's literally any artist ever.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
So like seeing people like outwardly really hate against it, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Ian. I don't like him at all. So like hearing Tyler say it was kind of validating, but it's also kind of like I was also in the same token. I was like, dude, who gives a fuck? Just let him make music. Who cares?
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
Y'all fall in that similar boat?
Because like to me, this is how I view it. It's all a timing thing. at the end of the day, there's going to be an Ian in every decade. There's going to be an Ian in every generation.
Yeah.
There was an Ian back in 1968. We just don't know their name.
Because it naturally landed that way.
That's how I feel his career is going to kind of go, if I had to guess, based off of where he's projected to be.
Yeah.
Based off what he's putting out. And if it's taken off, it's taken off. But, you know, the game is longevity.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, I forgot who.
Shit.
Yeah, you know, it's TikTok heavy, it's microwave stuff, but I haven't personally listened to his music because I'm most certainly not the target audience.
Sure.
And you
Me
know,
neither, which is the part that I acknowledge when I say I don't like him.
yeah,
I'm not. I'm 26. I'm not supposed to like the kids' music.
We're 26 in black.
Yeah.
Like
27.
and 27 in black.
That's for the 20-year-old white kid who pops.
Yeah.
That's it. And then like a couple of people that are like, you know, like they had 4 beers and like, yeah, man. It's like it's for those guys.
Yeah.
Like
People are gonna unironically fuck with him.
Yeah.
A lot of people are probably still gonna unironically fuck with him.
I really
That's
went
fine.
that far because I was around that crowd at a KSU party pretty recently, and Ian came on, so I was like,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
this he knows his audience.
yeah. So you know, at the end of the day, like, is it bad music? Sure. You know, that's subjective.
It's not a crime.
It's not a crime. He's
That
not gonna go to
music's
jail
not
for
a
it.
crime. Sounds like a crime.
Yeah. Sounds
Putting
like
it out and be like, yeah, they'll eat it up.
right.
Sounds like a crime.
But at the end of the day, like, I don't think we're going to be talking about the kid, you know, 5 years from now. Maybe in a nostalgic way of, like, you remember when people were listening to this?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way of people bringing up, I don't know. I mean, that's the irony of me trying to figure out an artist, like a one-hit wonder or whatever.
Insert any SoundCloud rapper,
Right.
except for primarily Lil Yachty and Lil
Yeah.
Uzi and all those. But I don't count them. See, that's the funniest part about, like, people who, like, shit talk SoundCloud rap.
Yeah.
I think that title is very exclusive to, like, the kids that were uploading shit, had one pop because it's catchy,
Right.
and then have yet to see the light of day since
Of
then.
course, yeah.
I don't
Exactly.
include a Kodak. I don't include
No,
Lil
no.
Uzi, because those kids, they were 21. They were bound to
Yeah.
figure out that they belonged in the upper echelon of whatever kind of
Yeah.
rap they
Yeah,
were
no, but
making.
I think the definition for when people
Yeah.
say SoundCloud rapper is definitely here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah,
Because also...
but I do think that I'm so sorry.
No, I was just going to say, if you think about it, for the ones that you named that came out successful or on the other side with a career, I view it as SoundCloud was the rendition of someone standing outside of Sony Records and saying, listen to my tape.
Right.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Oh, we were about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
We're
that's
so-
cool. We're always in
so-
alignment.
Yeah.
Attunement.
I used to say I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's great. The older I get, the more I love it.
So I used to be like, that's stupid.
Yeah, why do we know that?
With you, I was like, we're soulmates, maybe. It's okay. But yeah, it was the online demo tape.
Yep.
And the music industry had, they had it so easy to me.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, the Sonys, the Atlantics, the Universals, they literally just watched kids put shit up and go, oh, this is where we're headed.
And that's all they do.
And take the main ones,
Yeah.
make it the mainstream stratosphere for hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's been the ground laid for years now.
Yeah.
It hasn't really changed. And really the only thing that's changed is the amount of people that have died.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the shitty part.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the ground that was laid is by an X, it's by Juice WRLD, it's by
Mac.
insert Mac Miller, any of those guys. And
Yeah.
I think that's the unfortunate part. It was like the era where whatever was happening then was going to become the foundation for what is cool now, but it took so much.
Yeah.
It took so much because these kids had to live that persona. Lil
Yeah.
Peep had to be the one that had to take Xanax,
Which is
and
crazy.
post it on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it like that, but that's kind of what it
what
was.
it is.
He
Yeah,
had a character to live up to.
Yeah. It's
He
branding.
lived up to it.
Yeah.
It's just sad, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking sad.
And we're also in a really cool spot right now, music, like industry-wise, where people, not only musicians and artists, but fans and consumers are starting to slowly get away from the power of TikTok and Instagram trended sounds being the end-all, be-all of music blowing up.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
It's slowing down. Yeah.
I think the absolute opposite is happening.
Really?
We talked about this 2 days ago. So, my favorite example right now is Faye Webster,
Right.
because we were talking about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because we were talking about seeing her on the marquee for Variety Playhouse, which I think, what was that, like last year she played Variety for her like little orchestral thing, right? And it was that made sense in that moment. Like that was 2023, late 2023, so she was starting her climb, and it was something really fun to watch, because you're like, oh, she's finally getting recognition for stuff she's been doing since, when did we find her? 2018?
2018, yeah.
2018, 2017. So that made sense.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of one of those things where it's like she did the Eastern, so naturally she's going to get somewhere. Like this is getting to a crazy point. But that like literal, that's like a 4-month basis, and in the springtime she dropped her latest record. From that, she's headlining the Fox Theater.
Yeah.
Variety to the Eastern to Fox.
Those are 2 big jumps too.
That's insane.
Those are 2 big, really
and
big jumps.
It's primarily because you look good with your makeup. That blew the fuck up on TikTok. So I only bring this up because, like, I think TikTok isn't really affecting streams like it used to.
Right.
I think it's affecting where these people are playing.
Right.
Which is a big thing.
Which is the other end of it.
I think this is a good thing, by the way.
Yeah. No, because this is what I was trying to say was we stopped giving chances to the ones that we don't know and that haven't put in the work or haven't really truly established themselves. I wouldn't say they haven't put in the work. But like the ones that are like, you see, they're like number like 10 on the Billboard because one of their songs just blew up. Yeah. And they freak out and they panic because they don't have any form of foundation.
Yeah, there's nothing planned.
There's nothing planned. Consumers are noticing that. They're like, wait, we just gave this kid a chance and he wasn't ready. What are we doing? Yeah. And now you're starting to see like the bigger names start to do their thing, you know, with the trends like Bad Bad Not Good, Faye Webster, Clairo, Tame Impala, even Frank Ocean. Like, I feel like people are investing towards the ones that have already made their mark enough for it to, you know, because they people want to see their money come back essentially. Right. And if you're investing in a kid that wasn't ready for the moment, you're technically not wasting, but you're not getting what you're thinking you're going to receive.
Yeah, you're risking a lot.
You're risking a lot it's, you know, so to me, I think it's shifted in that way. I wouldn't say like trending sounds and music is dead, and you know that, you know, like a lot of, especially in the jazz world, like the saxophone guys, like what's his name, Caleb, he blew up. I remember when he had like 8,000 followers. Now he has like, I don't know, 100,000 plus or way more than that. Yeah. This dude named Berlois, he's the one that's making that jazz house shit. And then it goes into a house beat. Blew up because he just overdubbed it with videos and everything, and so it's like it's still happening. It's just more so of like people just want to know, oh cool, you've been doing this for a while, or oh cool, you're playing shows, oh cool, you have merch. I think that's where we're at. I think we're starting to get better about that part.
That's interesting.
That's my 2 cents.
I don't know. It's still a little all very dooming because like every metric is based on the internet. It's not like there's no physical anymore. Like
you don't have to leave your house.
Yeah.
The physical is going to a show. That's
and
really
even that still feels a little TikTok-y.
When they play their number 1.
Oh my god, dude! And we talked about that too, where it's like you obviously know this person does not know this song, doesn't know this song, doesn't know this song, and then the song comes on and it gets so loud.
We've seen 15 seconds.
And I'm like,
like our song didn't blow up, but you saw how people reacted Saturday when we started playing Pretty Girl.
Yeah. I would say it blew up. I mean, 100,000.
Yeah,
for sure.
For the effort and the budget and everything like that, I would say it did a really great job.
There you go.
Yeah.
How did that feel, like organically doing that? Because I mean, Pretty Girl's been out for 2 years technically, but like that version of it took it to a new level.
Well, the running joke was, or not running joke, but when we played Claremont, the rooftop, Jasmine would be ready to say, "Oh, it's a song about me." Anytime we played it, in a very loose manner. Yeah. And so we just, she's great. She's I think she's at 70 days now.
Shout out. She's at what?
Yeah, she's doing great.
Yeah, she's
like,
doing great.
She's across the country now. She's doing great
Oh,
things.
dude, I forget she fucking moved.
Yeah, she moved.
That's crazy.
So
I hope
you know,
you're
I'm
doing
really
okay, Jasmine. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to break the fourth wall. But I hope you're all right.
no. I'm really proud of her. Honestly, last time we talked, she updated me on that. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, I mean, it was kind of a running joke of like, oh, here we go again. You know, she's gonna say it's my song. It's written about me, and then she was like, I should do a remix too, and I was like, sure. And then we were at what?
We were at fucking JR Crickets.
Yeah, we were in the parking lot, and we're like, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
He was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Hey, just before you keep going, shout out to the goddamn Dirty Bird special.
Yes, that's the shit.
Good
Delicious.
Lord. Barbecue and lemon pepper. Who would have fucking
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
It was
me.
right
Yeah.
because was it the
In
Dirty
my
Bird,
JR.
Hot Lemon, and then what's the Cortez or
Oh, fuck. Sanchez?
Sanchez, which is like teriyaki and lemon pepper.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's Sweet Heat.
Sweet Heat.
Would I
and
like
fucking
that?
whatever. Yes.
I like that.
I actually kind of fuck with it more than
I
Dirty Bird
like
sometimes.
all of them. It's rare that I have a bad wing flavor.
Yeah,
I have preferences. I do have preferences.
I mean,
but I'm never like, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Those
like
wings are good to me.
I don't know. I'm a hard pass on garlic parmesan.
See,
for
I
a
eat
second.
I eat all the flavors. So I'm saying I'll do honey barbecue. I eat all of them.
Hey,
I
so-
open a box every time. I'm okay. We're good.
Hey, that mango habanero go crazy.
Yes. Also that.
I love this nigga. Taz is the funniest man in the world, bro. Because this time I knew he was a real wing nigga. Because we had a bro day. We watched Pulp Fiction together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And he made me a steak dinner with mashed potatoes.
He's
and,
a great host.
Oh my
That's right.
god,
He's a great
It stresses
host.
me out, but I'm decent at
He
it.
made me some corn. Was it
elote, basically, yeah.
Bro, so good. I'm chilling. I'm like.
That's
yeah,
that's all I wanted, by the way.
Bruh.
That when I was on my way home, I'm like, this is what we're eating.
Yeah, the drinks. I was chilling. We're about like a quarter away through the movie. He's like, I'm gonna order some wings. And I was like, we just ate.
I was like, it was like an hour. It was like an hour.
Yeah, okay.
It's like
I'll give
maybe
you
an
that.
hour
I'll
or
give
two
you
because we
that.
kept pausing.
Yeah,
For sure.
we kept.
That man loves wings.
It's my comfort food,
I'm gonna
man.
get these wings.
Ted,
real quick.
Ted,
I was like, how many wing sauces you finna get? He came in with 4.
Yeah.
3 hours later.
I am certain if there was a pussy flavor wing
Bro,
flavor,
I'm trying it.
he would
I'm
look.
trying-
Look, Tad would be like,
I mean, I can't.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it an even.
Ted's like, oh, water.
he's gonna start singing the
Vegan.
Tyler song.
Oh, my sweat.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking sick.
Oh, that's
But-
a comfort food for real.
But
Yeah, no, it's a great.
Me and my dad used to come here and eat wings.
Yeah? Wait, where at?
Not here. We didn't. I'm sorry.
yeah.
We would come here and also
Yeah,
eat wings.
E-wings, yeah.
Yes.
I think my shit was Waffle House. I think that's my comfort food.
Waffle House?
Yeah,
Gr-
you used
growing
to.
up.
Yeah.
I feel enticed to tell me comfort food. I don't know what it is.
Now it's pizza.
I
I'm
can
a
see
pizza
that.
guy.
You a pizza
Like I'm an
eating.
Italian guy. Yeah, I'm a pizza ass nigga.
This is gonna sound like some fat ass shit, but his burger, my comfort food. I
I-
always get burger.
I
You
feel
do
like
get
it
burgers.
is. It feels like your signature somehow.
yeah,
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'll
Because
go
wings are my
burger.
signature.
Right.
But I feel like when you order a burger, I'm like, of course you
Yeah,
order.
right. Yeah. If we're at talking, like I'm like, yeah, dude,
Give me
Claremont
Claremont.
right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
I do like Philly.
Philly's.
Yeah,
I love a grilled cheese.
grilled
No,
cheese
I
is underrated.
keep-
Grilled cheese and fucking chicken noodle soup.
Oh, you going chicken noodle?
Oh yeah. Because I don't do the tomato joint.
I got you.
Sometimes. It's
It's
good.
like the
it's just
perfect
like,
combo.
It is a
Oh,
good combo. Cheese and tomato.
Yeah.
something else has got to be in the tomato soup. Though. I'm not just about to be
Is that a
slurping
basil?
tomato.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you need more?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Like a meat.
Oh.
Hog.
well. All right. I mean, put sausage in that bitch, I guess.
Ugh.
No,
No.
Sausage
I'm
and tomato?
I don't know what I
Yeah.
would put in tomato sauce.
like freaking
Or tomato soup.
I'll put like grilled chicken.
Okay.
I could almost. I feel like it.
Is that controversial?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not,
fine.
it's
You
not.
can put anything
You
in
can put
tomato
whatever you
soup.
want.
That's the
Hey, It
point.
doesn't feel like it, Noah.
No, your
I'm
answer
just
is
saying,
the
like,
wrong answer.
I'm thinking red meat.
steak.
Yeah, I guess
Steak. I mean, I wouldn't put steak and tomatoes.
Oh,
I wouldn't put
I wouldn't even
I wouldn't put anything in there. I would just season it.
I just don't want to. I just don't want to be like,
Right,
like tugging
yeah.
on it.
Okay, fair enough. That's why I'm saying chicken.
I get it. I get it.
I think chicken
get
makes
it.
the most sense for whatever reason.
You know. You know.
Yeah, I do know.